Hello, my name is Ryan Kurzak. I'm an author, meditator. I've written the book A Course in Tranquility, which focuses on meditation, spiritual growth, and yogic practices. And I've been asked by Sonia Klepper of fortheloveofyoga.com to do a little series on meditation for the new you. And meditation is always an excellent point when it comes to reinventing yourself, to relieving stress, to bringing more happiness and more peace into your life. And I've been practicing the techniques we're going to go over for about 14 years now. They're simple, they're easy, they're effective, and if you do them regularly, you'll find that your mind and your consciousness can be quickly transformed into a state of peace and contentment, which is very helpful for you, your family, and the entire world. Now, when it comes to meditation, I come from a yogic tradition. I practice Kriya Yoga meditation, and I mainly focus on the yoga of the Sutras of Patanjali. So, you can do this one of two ways. One, you can start your own meditation practice that's a standalone practice, meaning that, say, in the morning or at night, without doing anything else, you practice meditation for 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time. Or, if you're more of a Hatha yogi, you like to do the postures or exercise in general. Meditation is excellent to do after any kind of exercise. It does help to balance your hormones. It helps you integrate the work that you've done physically. But if you're more into Hatha yoga, one of the best things that you can do is practice these techniques after you've completed a Hatha yoga practice. And this doesn't have to be a long Hatha yoga practice. It doesn't have to be an hour, hour and a half. It can be simply 20 to 30 minutes of Hatha yoga, followed by a few minutes of Yoga Nidra, or Shavasana, where you lay on your back, palms up, letting your body relax as your breath deepens. And then after that, you sit up, back straight, comfortable, and practice these basic meditation techniques. So ideally, this is what you want to do on your own, in the morning or at night. Practice these techniques for 15 to 20 minutes, consistently every day. Consistency is key, so you can't just do it once or twice a week. You have to do it every day, so it's just like exercise. It builds upon itself. Or, if you have a Hatha yoga practice, have your Hatha yoga practice, and then schedule an extra 15 to 30 minutes after the practice to engage this process. And then you'll really be working with the full system of yoga. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, we have 8 limbs of yoga. And after we've practiced the yamas and the niyamas, after we've practiced asana and pranayama, or breathing exercises, then we start flowing our awareness into meditation. So it's meant to go in these stages. So what do we want to do? First of all, you want to pick a time that you can devote daily. So think about the time that you get up in the morning, or how you regularly take a shower at the same time, usually every morning. Well, now you want to pick a time that you will regularly practice meditation. Once you have that time, you need to make a commitment to stick with it. If you're not invested in it, if you aren't making a commitment to it, I wouldn't even try, because you'll probably peter out in your interest and won't continue on. And this has to be something that you do regularly. Now, once you have that under control, you know when you're going to practice meditation, you want to think about, why do you want to practice meditation? If you don't have a reason, you probably won't keep it up. If you're anxious and stressed throughout the day, and you want to practice meditation to manage that anxiety, to let go of that stress. If you're depressed, you want to let go of that. If you're prone to anger or worry, let this be the reason to practice meditation. Because meditation can ease the mind, release you from attachment to the mind, but that also has a very profound influence on your body. So just taking these 15 to 30 minutes every day, it relaxes the mind and the body, it balances the hormones, it balances the nervous system, which will allow you to live longer in a healthier state. When difficulties do arise, you'll deal with them with more clarity, you'll think better. And even when nothing's going wrong, when you're just living life, you'll appreciate those around you. You'll appreciate the fact that you are alive more so, just by this basic practice, simple practice of meditation. Here's how it works. You've got your time. You go somewhere where you will be minimally distracted. And I say that because in our modern world, if you're living with someone, maybe they'll get up and be making breakfast, or your kids will be running around the house, or the dog will bark. It doesn't matter if there are these distractions around you, as long as you can go somewhere where you can ignore them or not be bothered by them. Set aside that time. Tell those that you love that this is your time. It's important that you take this. And hopefully they'll respect that. And then you find a comfortable position to sit in. Some people sit cross-legged. Some people sit in a chair. It doesn't matter to me how you sit. I've tried sitting cross-legged. It usually just hurts my back. For these past 14 years, I've always sat in a chair. If I do sit on the floor when I'm leading a workshop, I sit, I think they call it Japanese style, where I have a seat or a cushion underneath me, and I'm sitting on my knees essentially. So you can do that too if you are romantically attached to the idea of sitting on the floor. But the whole point is that you need to sit up straight. So no lying down. Keep your back straight, your neck straight, and your head up. If you find that during meditation that you're nodding off and you're starting to fall asleep or get distracted, what I typically tell people is go take a nap. You need more rest. That's more important. Get your rest first. Or if you're picking a time to meditate where you're just naturally more tired, well, pick a different time. So you might need to experiment with that a little bit. But ideally, you need to stay alert and awake for this to work. Otherwise, you're just nodding off and you're just taking a nap. So you're in your space, you're sitting up straight, you close your eyes, and you turn your attention within. And what I like to do is be aware at first of what does my body feel like? How do I feel sitting in this chair? What are the sounds that I hear around me? What are the thoughts that are going through my mind? What are the smells? So I'm taking stock of my environment, of my consciousness at the moment, and just letting it be whatever it is. I just want to see what it is. Once I become aware of these things, and I take a nice deep breath in, exhale, relax, and on that exhale, I give myself permission to ignore these things for now. They can keep happening, but I don't need to direct my attention towards them. And then I focus on my breathing. Sitting there quietly, feeling the breath come in, and the breath flowing out. In and out. And just this simple process can really help to center you and release tension and stress, help you be more healthy. But you use the breath as an anchor, meaning that you're inhaling, you're exhaling, you hear something in your environment or a thought pops into your mind. It's okay. You acknowledge it and you keep returning your awareness back to your breath. So it's just like having a conversation in a noisy restaurant where there are all these distractions, but you are consciously bringing your focus to the person that you're listening to. And in meditation, the person that you're listening to is yourself, your breath. So you sit there, inhale, exhale. And I recommend doing this for 5 minutes. Just sitting there, sitting up straight, feeling the breath come into the body and go out. In and out. And if you like, you can have a timer. There's no big deal of having a timer. Set it for 5 minutes. For that 5 minutes, you are going to do your best to stay focused and centered on the breath. Once you do that, then you want to take it a little bit deeper. Add a mantra to the practice. You have two options. There's a Sanskrit mantra, which can be helpful, Soham. So you inhale, you hear So in your mind. You exhale, you hear Hum in your mind. Inhale, So. Exhale, Hum. So now the mantra is riding on the breath, and you're focusing on that. Same thing. You're letting this be your anchor. You keep directing your awareness back to the breath, back to the mantra. No matter what distractions arise, you keep doing it. Again, if you like, you have your timer. You hit it again for 5 more minutes. You spend 5 minutes focusing on the so on the inhale, hum on the exhale. And there's no secret to meditation. There's no gimmicks. There's no tricks. It's just learning to completely return your attention back to the mantra, to the breath. Keep doing it. Keep doing it until it becomes effortless. Meditation is not like anything else. If you want to be good at a musical instrument, you have to practice with attention. If you want to be good at physics, you have to pay attention to the equations. Whatever you want to be good at, you have to keep bringing your awareness back. And what is meditation? But it is bringing your awareness back to the self. Being able to hold it back on the self, which takes practice. Most of us are distracted by media, emails, thoughts, relationships. It just diffuses our energy, weakens our vitality, weakens our health. The more we pull our attention within and focus on this self, the healthier we get, the more energy we have, the better we can deal with difficult situations, the more creative we'll be, the happier we'll be. So, that is a 10-minute practice. If you like, you want to sit for 20 minutes, just extend these. So instead of doing 5 minutes of simply watching the breath, do 10 minutes. Instead of doing 5 minutes of the mantra, so hum, do 10 minutes. So add them together, you get a 20-minute practice. Another mantra you can use if you're not into Sanskrit mantras would be a simple mantra, Om, peace. Om on the inhale, peace on the exhale. And as you focus on Om, peace, you are remembering a time when you felt peaceful, when you felt protected, safe, fulfilled. And that is what you're giving your attention to. And this is what's most important about meditation, is that we're so used to giving our attention to other things, fear, anxiety, depression, distractions. And when we give our attention to those things, they multiply. When we take just a little bit of time every day to focus on peace or our breath, then we are reconditioning ourselves, breaking those habits. And the more we can do that in our simple practice in the morning or at night, the easier it is to return to that state in our daily experience. We just remember it and call it up. So again, this can be done on its own, or it can be done after a Hatha Yoga practice. And again, the typical way of doing it is to do your Hatha Yoga routine, however long you want, but keep it within reason. You don't want to make your yoga and meditation practice a stressful thing. So you don't want to say, I'm going to do yoga for an hour and meditate for an hour, but you're still trying to figure out how am I going to make that work in my day. Figure out how you can make it work in your day easily. Even if it's just 15 minutes of stretching yoga, Hatha Yoga, and 15 minutes of meditation, perfect. So you want to do your Hatha Yoga practice. At the end of your Hatha Yoga practice, do Shavasana, where you lay on your back, palms up, legs spread slightly apart, breathing, letting the body relax. Just do that for a few minutes. And then sit up, either in a chair or cross-legged or on a bolster, so you're comfortable and your back, your spine, your neck, and your head are straight. Focus on your breathing. Just breathe. 5-10 minutes. After that time period goes by, add the mantra, so hum, or Om, peace. Once that time is up, if you like, you can just get up, go about your day. If you're inclined, that's an excellent time for prayer, an excellent time for positive affirmation, for visualizing your day as you'd like to see it be, or visualizing good things for people that you love. All this can be very helpful to not only recondition your consciousness, but also on a subtle level, recondition the consciousness of those that you love or those that tune into you or that you're tuned into. We'll do another video after this one, going a little more detailed into meditation, maybe adding another energetic technique, circulation of the life force through the spine. If you have questions about meditation, you can go ahead and post them in the comment section of this video, and I'll do my best to answer them. or I'll make them part of the next video. So we'll see how this series goes. And I'm thankful for Sonia Klepper for the Love of Yoga.com for this opportunity. Thank you.